Start.
Yes, Shivani, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the second session of the E09 course. I'll share the screen.
Raju, could you start the recording, please?
Ramnakar, can you start?
Okay. Already someone started the recording, I think.
Okay.
Arshad also.
I think Shivani is sharing the screen.
No.
Meanwhile, I will just mention that I have sent Android apps link of the T6 Android app on the chat. After the session, I will post this link also on the Telegram group. This is the link from where you can download your this T6 Android app, and the same credentials that you have used to log into the web version can be used to log in into the T6 app. Yeah. Thank you, Shivani. You can start.
Okay, so this session will be about the introduction to ICT. Okay, but before starting the session, I just like to tell you about the assessment plan of the course, as the grading starts from the first unit itself. So the minimum marks to pass the course is 70 out of 100. You have to have minimum 70 to get the certificate. There are a total of 10 sessions in the 4 units combined, and most of them have an assessment at the end. There are 10 sessions in the 4 units, and most of them have an assessment at the end. You have to attempt all the assessments. So there are a total of 7 assessments. Also, there are some activities, out of which 3 activities are graded. There are 3 types of assessments: open response assessment, that is ORA. In this, the questions for the answer, you have to either write the text or upload file. And the ORAs, they are peer graded, that is, the learners will grade the answers of the other learners. The parameters of grading are present, and you have to grade accordingly. The second type is the multiple choice questions, and the third is the drag and drop. Unit wise breakdown is for the marks is unit 1 is of 5 marks, second is of 40, third is of 40, and the fourth is of 15 marks. If you want to check this, you can also get the assessment plan in the course. In the starting, it is there. You can check if you want to know something more, you can ask it in the chat box. We'll answer it.
So,
carry on.
Shivani,
So today's
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be on the first previous
yes.
slide for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if any of you have any question or query, please do ask or put your question in the chat box. We will answer that. And just the open response assessments that Shivani just mentioned about, where she mentioned about it is a peer graded assessment. So I will just elaborate further that if I'm a learner and I put response to that question in the form of file upload or file upload plus the text response, then let's say on the other side, Shivani is also the learner in the course, so she will get assigned my response or the answer for grading purpose, and similarly I will get some other learners response for the grading purpose. And I can look at the question and the answer that has been provided by this other learner, And similarly, what Shivani, if my response gets assigned to Shivani, so Shivani will be able to see the question and my response, what I have, what file upload I have done, what was the context, and what extra information that I have provided, or response in the form of text, what I have done. And there are rubrics provided. Accordingly, Shivani will grade me. I will grade another learner. So this is like a, that's how the grading will happen for this open response assessments. Yeah. Thank you, Shivani.
Okay, so carrying on, let's get to the unit overview. Okay, just okay, so this unit, it helps learners to understand what ICT is, that is its definition, its examples, what is the meaning of the different terms used in ICT, like information, communication, technology, etc. What are the usage of ICT in various sectors? We'll also learn how to create, edit and save some files. We'll learn about the file, what are files and different types of files. We'll at the end of the unit, there's this activity in which we'll learn the how to create, edit and save the files in the system.
Yeah, and just to point out here, so because we are just starting and this is the introductory session for the course. Yesterday the introduction was for the overall rollout activity and session plans and all those things. Today it's introduction about the course. So there will be a lot of concepts and theoretical explanations that will be there. So maybe a little bit of just a one way kind of a session will happen at the beginning at least, but as we go forward each session will get more and more interactive. So I thought like I'll just highlight this so that we set the flow and the tone. Yeah.
Okay, so over to you, Vignesh.
Thank you, Shivani. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before moving forward, I would like Karthik was asking for this content. The assessment plan needs to be told in Telugu, so I think we should let him translate the assessment plan in Telugu first before moving on.
oh yes, yes, thank you Karthik for bringing that up. Can we just move to the assessment slide? Yeah. And
Yeah.
any
Yeah. Good morning, Karthik here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
yes we can hear.
నమస్తే అండి. ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక శివాని గారు అసెస్మెంట్ ప్లాన్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఒక సర్టిఫికేట్ కోర్స్ కాబట్టి ఈ సర్టిఫికేట్ కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేసి సర్టిఫికేషన్ పొందడానికి మనకి ఎటువంటి అసెస్మెంట్ ప్లాన్ ఉంటుంది అనే దాని మీద ఇందాక శివాని గారు మాట్లాడారు. సో బేసిక్ గా మనకి 3 రకాల అసెస్మెంట్లు ఉండబోతాయి దీంట్లో. ఫస్ట్ కేటగిరీ ఏంటి అంటే ఓపెన్ రెస్పాన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ అని అంటున్నారు. ఈ ఓపెన్ రెస్పాన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ అంటే ఇది పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ ఒకరిని ఒకరు ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేస్తారు. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మీరు దానికి రెస్పాన్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మీరు ఇచ్చిన రెస్పాన్స్ ఇంకో పార్టిసిపెంట్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తుంది, వారు మిమ్మల్ని గ్రేడ్ చేస్తారు. అదే విధంగా ఇంకొక పార్టిసిపెంట్ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ కి రెస్పాండ్ చేసింది మీకు వస్తుంది, మీరు వారిని ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేస్తారు. రెండో రకము మల్టిపుల్ చాయిస్ క్వశ్చన్స్, మూడో రకంలో డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇది మనం దాన్ని ఆ అసెస్మెంట్స్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇంకా క్లారిటీగా మనకి అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో టోటలీ మొత్తం మీద 7 అసెస్మెంట్లు ఉంటాయి, 3 గ్రేడెడ్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఉంటాయి. మొత్తం మీద 4 యూనిట్లో ఈ కోర్స్ డివైడ్ అయ్యి ఉంది. ఇక్కడ మనకి యూనిట్ 1 లో 5 మార్క్స్, యూనిట్ 2 and 3 లో 40 అండ్ యూనిట్ 4 లో 15 మార్కులు ఉంటాయి. అసెస్మెంట్ ప్లాన్ మీద ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి మీకు? All right. Yeah, I think somebody has raised hand. Shiv Kumar has raised hand.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Morning, Andy.
Sir, ఈ ఓపెన్ రెస్పాన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ అంటే ఎట్లా మాకు ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఇంకో వ్యక్తి ఎట్లా పంపిస్తాడు, మాకు ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుంది అంటే ఇప్పుడేనా తర్వాతే పెడతారా ఇట్లా ఎగ్జామ్ అసెస్మెంట్ అనేది?
Yeah, so Shivani, the question is around, how will this grading essentially happen? How will I get to see the response submitted by another respondent?
Once they submit their response,
Yeah.
They'll automatically they'll see the other section that comes up is someone else's question, and they have to grade it. The grading parameters, that is the rubrics, will be there present already.
Right, and this will happen at the end. At the end of each session, or how is it like?
No, wherever they have the open response assessments, whichever session session has the open response assessments, they'll have to answer one and they have to assess one.
So will these
grade
assessments
one.
will these happen on the T6 platform?
Yes, T6 platform itself.
Okay. So Shiv Kumar garu, ఇప్పుడు మనకి ప్రతి సెషన్ లో ఇది ఉండబోదండి. బట్ ఏ సెషన్ లో అయితే ఓపెన్ రెస్పాన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ అనేది ఉంటుందో అప్పుడు మీకు T6 ప్లాట్ఫామ్ కి మీకు క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇచ్చున్నారు. ఆ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ మీద వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా మీకు ఇంకో పార్టిసిపెంట్ యొక్క రెస్పాన్స్ మీకు అసైన్ చేయబడి ఉంటుంది. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. సో ఆటోమేటిక్ అంటే మీరు దీంట్లో ప్రత్యేకంగా చేయవలసింది ఏమి ఉండదు. సిస్టమ్ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా మీకు ఇంకొక పార్టిసిపెంట్ యొక్క రెస్పాన్స్ మీకు అసైన్ చేస్తుంది. అదే విధంగా మీ రెస్పాన్స్ ఇంకో పార్టిసిపెంట్ కి అసైన్ చేయబడి ఉంటుంది. Yeah, maybe we can just take a couple of questions more and then we can continue with the session. 2 participants have raised hand.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Andy.
Sir, ఇది నిన్న మేము అటెండ్ కాలేదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు T6 ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఏదైనా లాగిన్ అవి ఏమైనా విన్నారా సార్? అవి నిన్నటి క్లాస్ లో మేము అటెండ్ కాలేదు. దాని పరిస్థితి ఏంటి సార్?
ఓకే, మా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కోఆర్డినేటర్స్ మీతో టచ్ లో ఉంటారండి. మీ ఏజ్ ఇలా ఇచ్చండి.
రంగారెడ్డి సార్.
అర్షద్ విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ యూ అండి.
ఓకే సార్, అర్షద్ ఫోన్ చేశాడు నిన్న.
అర్షద్ తో టచ్ లో ఉండండి, అతను మీకు హెల్ప్ చేస్తారు.
ఓకే సార్.
సార్ లేకుంటే నేను యూట్యూబ్ లింక్ ఉంది సార్, మీరు యూట్యూబ్ లింక్ లో కూడా చూడొచ్చు సెషన్.
అంటే ఆయన క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ గురించి అడుగుతున్నారు. T6 ప్లాట్ఫామ్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ గురించి అడుగుతున్నారు.
మెయిల్ కి నోటిఫికేషన్ వస్తుంది సార్, ఒకసారి మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి చెక్ చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే, ఒకసారి
నేను మాట్లాడుతాను.
ఓకే, I think we can proceed with the session, Shivani.
Thank you, Karthik. So everyone, good morning and welcome to this session 2. So this is the first part. So the first part is, what do you mean by an ICT? So ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. So I'm just trying to explain you each and every part, right from information to communication to technology. So let us first start with information. So in simple words, we would say information is what we get from, reading, studying, and researching. So whatever stuff we gain from that knowledge, we term it as information. There are various ways which we could exchange information. So right now we use telegram, telephone, television, radio. So even the interaction which we're doing right now, when I'm telling you something, that's a way of exchanging information. So we use this information, to make decisions, and then we need to predict what happens in the future. So in real life, in this example, I would say you would be using the information I gave you, to pass the exams. Yeah. So other than that, there are certain examples like scientists can detect, when a tsunami is getting formed by using latest technology. So they get information using a seismograph and graph tools like that. Also that nowadays there is a lot of things happening in the stock exchange market, so information will help us a lot in that as well. So if you have great knowledge and you get information about a certain stock, then you can invest in a proper way. So this is some of the few examples of information I have just come across. Shoni, can you move to the next? So I would like to know what all means of information that you people are aware of in the chat box. It could be anything, right, from a newspaper or WhatsApp messages, email, advertisements. So it would be nice if I can get an idea of what are the various means of information you teachers are aware of. We'll read to the chats if it's possible. I hope everyone knows there's a chat message in the Telegram feature. Yeah, so I got a response from singer Pujyoti. She says media is one of the means of information, right? That's true. Media is one of the major means of information we have in our times right now. Rahula says social media, right? Again, it's Twitter, Instagrams, Facebook, stuff like that. So that is one of the places where we get most of the information. Khadir Baba says they get information through letters and messages. Right. Before the dawn of digital age, we used to get messages through letters and stuff like that. So I'm getting a lot of response such as internet, WhatsApp, Twitter, newspapers. So Ragula also says there's a book reading thing as well. Yeah, that is also a very underrated means of, information and television and stuff like that. Thank you, everyone. We'll move to the next slide. Yeah. Thank you for this response. So now I know that everyone is aware of what an information is. So now let's move on to the next part in ICT, which is known as communication. So communication is an act of transmitting messages. So information could go one end, like you get a news, there's no response, request and response thing happening. So what is happening in a communication is you transmit the messages. So the information is exchanged. So if I am talking with, so right now I was doing an information transfer, but the way you guys, teachers enter the text in the chat box, so that is what we define as communication. So nowadays we do have stuff like Telegram, Zoom call, and certain apps. But earlier people used to use signs and symbols. They used to perform drama and proper poetry. So since now technology has come, the older forms are less utilized as compared to the use of internet, email, or video conferencing. So again, just like the previous example, I would like to know from you, how do you communicate with other teachers, or two-way communication? How does it happen in your day-to-day life? That would be a great knowledge for us too. Yeah, there's Kamal Kumar said there's a Signal app. Yeah, that's a very newest technology which is available right now. Not technology, a means of social media like WhatsApp. So WhatsApp had some issues with privacy and stuff like that. So there is this app which has come up, Signal. Yeah, speech. Yeah, speech is also a very good method of exchanging communication. So what happens is there is a speaker who's, I would say speech and debate are just more or less the same. Discussion also, yeah. Discussion, WhatsApp is one of the most common examples of communication. Zoom, Telegram, through text, right. YouTube. Yeah, even YouTube, Suresh says YouTube is a very good example as well. So nowadays, more and more Indians are moving towards web learning. So YouTube is one of the mediums for getting communication passed through them. Thank you. I heard a response painting and manuscript. Yeah, that is, I would say that is a part of information and not communication. Lectures, demonstration, right. So these are some of the various examples of which communication is done. Thank you. And move on to the next. So right. So we have done with information and communication. Now it comes to technology. So earlier there used to be no technology. So there used to be very a trivial means of communication like symbols and hand gestures and stuff like that. So now what does technology means? Technology means is like it's a use of scientific knowledge, experience and resources to create processes and product that fulfill human needs. Like for example, earlier if I have to send a message to someone, so that would be going through postcard or a letters. So that would take around weeks to reach the destination. But right now through emails and so WhatsApp and stuff like that, Telegram, so we can just send it in an instant. So there's no need of uh, uh, waiting for this thing to happen. So there are two things which can be done by the use of technology. One is technology can be used to aid communication. So telephone and fax machines are the such devices which are used in extending communication. And to spread information, we use news or weather reports effectively. So there's a lot of tools which we use to predict whether when will a earthquake happen, when will a tsunami come, so stuff like that. So earlier there was no way of knowing this accurately as we have right now. So yeah, so that is pretty much about technology in a brief sense. Shwani, can we move to the next slide? Yeah. So since you are teachers, I would like to know what technologies do you use in your schools, to communicate with students, their parents, among your peers, or higher level people, or whatever. Any technology which you use in schools. So yeah, mobiles, emails, WhatsApps, yeah, cell phones, YouTube, okay, smartphones. Notice. Well, projectors. Yeah, projectors is one of the great answers. Thank you, Govind. Yeah, projectors is one of the major technology that has changed the way education is happening right now. So that's a very good answer. Digital class, Google Meet. So these type of things have now came into picture due to this COVID-19 situation. So because of this, new and new technologies have been brought in school, which were not available in the earlier parts. Charts, Zoom, YouTube channel, signboards. Kian, I don't know what that is. Kion, okay. Could you just explain us what Kion is so that would be easier? Thank you for your response, guys. So yes, these are some of the tools which we use in schools, which helps us to pass information and help us communicate with students and others. Okay, it's a type of projector. Thank you, Alam. Thank you for your response, guys. Can we move to the next? So the things I told you in the past, so I'll just accumulate, bringing them together and just explain you. Like ICT is creating, managing and storing information and communicating the same to people as per the need. So we use the technology available, and it's not just computers and internet. There could be other technologies as well, like projectors. It uses technology to manage the huge amount of information and communicate the same in different possible forms using mediums to achieve maximum availability and reach. So it's like I told you there is a feature known as in WhatsApp known as broadcast message. So in that you can send it to multiple people rather than sending it to one by one. So that is one of the ways how we can reach maximum availability and reach. We also use ICT directly or indirectly in almost every other aspect of life. So Right now, what we're doing is also a part of ICT. The way we use mobile phones is also a part of ITC, right from television. Everything is directly or indirectly related to ICT. So my opinion is ICT in education has a lot of potential to make learning more experimental and enhance the teaching learning process. So like someone mentioned projector. So projector is one of the most recent, not most recent. Earlier it need not be available in rural areas. So nowadays it's available there. So I would say that it is one of the modern ways of teaching and learning. See, right now there's a lot of way people communicate with each other in several countries. Like you can earlier when you want to talk with someone who lives in other country, so you need to have an STD calls for and stuff like that, which used to be very expensive, and there's a lot of difficulties in that, accessibilities and stuff like that. So nowadays they have instant messaging, voice over IPs, and video conferencing. So because through this we can connect with others who live in other countries, continents, pretty much at a click of a button. Also social networking websites which enables users to understand to know pretty much everything about the other people, like Facebook and LinkedIn and stuff like that. So this is pretty much about the ICT definition, which I've told you about. I would want to know what did you understand by the term ICT? What does ICT mean to you? If you could type that, that would be really nice, and it will help us understand what it means for you guys. I've got very good answers related to the above three things I asked you. So Srinivas Reddy says it's information communication technology. Yeah, that's the full form. So I would like to know what you understood from it. Uh, Siripuram Kumar says it brings technology into studies, right? It's one of the main uses of ICT, which we are going to learn in in our course, that is bringing technology into studies. Shankar says it's a way of communication, right? It's one of the ways of communication. Mahesh Chandra says it makes learning more interactive. Exactly. So this is what we are doing right now. We are interacting, and as it is helping us make it interactive. Uh, Information future technology. Okay. ICT means using technical minimum input and maximum output. Okay, that's a very good answer, Alam. Uh, Shaker says communication enhancement. Right, right. R. Kavita says it's an easy and attractive method of communication. Okay. Marathi says it makes learning with joy. Dharamdeep says through ICT information can pass easily with prescribed time to maximum number of people. Right answer. Easy to learn. Vijay Kumar says it's easy to learn. Okay. King Mahesh Chandra also says making the students for future generations. Right. So I think you guys, you people understood what ICT is. I'm really sorry if I cannot read all the responses. So we do have certain time constraints as well. I'll just read two, three each, two, three or more. So Vanita says it enhances the teaching learning process, right? It's not just about the students as well. It's also for the teachers as well. It enhances their the way of teaching it as well. Jagdishwar says ICT is reliable, right? Although we have not reached the peak reliability yet, but we are moving towards reliability in that as well. So thank you everyone for this response. Over to you, Vishwani.
Thank you, Vignesh. Okay, we have till now we have learned what ICT is and what are its examples. Now we're going to see the usage of ICT in different sectors. We actually use ICT in our daily lives, as we know, as different technologies. We use different technologies, communicate as well, and for information. So, what are the usage of ICT in different sections? First, we start with education. So we all have computer labs in the schools. In most of the schools, we have computer labs these days. So the students, teachers, and the administrators use them. So the students, they use it for online studies, for quizzes, for attending exams, for other means to gain knowledge in it. And the teachers, they use it to find the teaching materials. They use it to enhance their skills and interact with other institutions, their peers, their other teachers as well. And so that the students, they help the students to gain more knowledge and get them more opportunities to learn. The administrators, they use it for various functions of for various administrative operations. Yes. So these days, in the present situation, the use of ICT has been more than ever before. So like these days, the teaching is online, mostly online, because of the situation, and many of the other things that the communication, the learning, the like we are doing right now, it is a example of ICT in education, what we are telling you, and you're attending the classes. So this is the prime usage of ICT in education. We'll go towards the banking. In banking, how is it used? So the computer is the operational hub of financial framework. So the computer is the main thing that is used in the banking. And so it's been used by the customers and the administrators. The customers can do transaction anytime. Different banks have their own applications, and through which we can, do fund transfers. We can check our whatever, the status of our accounts. We can do various amounts of things. We can, see, get our loans. We can, anything is possible using that app. Many things are possible actually. So the customers using those ways. The bank administrators, they look at the bank processes, the bank transactions, anything. Everything that goes on with an account or in the bank. They look at that using the computers. So moving on to the industry. So in the industry, the workers, the researchers, and the administrators use the ICT. So the workers, they use the machine that are associated with PCs to work. We also nowadays robots are being used to do the works that are hazardous for the workers. So the researchers use computers for analyzing data, collecting data, and so that they can increase the productivity of the entire industry. So the administrators use computers for various operations, like if there are any errors in the process and other things, whether there's some defect and all. So the fourth field is e-commerce. Nowadays we use the e-commerce sites are being used more and more compared to the earlier time. So it makes the purchasing and selling easier, and it increases the effectiveness. So for this, the computers, the internets are used. There are softwares. There are many softwares. So the customers, they use it for purchasing products. You all might have used some apps for purchasing some or the other thing that online through different vendors and stuff. So this saves the time, this saves the money, and this actually this is easier than going out and purchasing things. It's better for the customers. Okay, so suppliers, they use use systems to monitor their exchanges, and all items are barcoded and the systems can read them. The barcodes, and this help to decide the cost and see the stock. Keep a keep an eye on the stock of the place. So employees, they use the systems to get in touch with the customers having any queries. If you have a complaint, you can just go to their site and you can just go and complain, send your feedback or complain for whatever you want. It also, yeah, they do the development of the site, they do the maintenance of the site. So yes, this is the use of ICT in e-commerce. So yes, that's it for the usage. Okay, so any questions if you have regarding the usage, or if you have any examples of the usage of ICT in different fields or in daily life, you can just write it in the chat box.
Yeah, if I can ask, could teachers, so one of the important usage that Shivani was mentioning about was how teachers could use ICTs to improve classroom teaching and learning. So if you can share, how do you use ICTs and technology in your own classrooms, whether for distance learning or during the face-to-face teaching? It will be good sharing and learning for all of us. And you could also tell, since we have teachers from different subject domains, so you could also share how in mathematics, for example, you use ICTs, how in language classroom do you use ICTs, how in science and social science classroom you might be using ICTs. 2-3 minutes we can spend on that.
Okay, so yes, so I got some answers regarding the usage of ICT. Yeah, shopping malls and medical, railways, yeah, financial services. Yes, that includes. So yeah, photo industry. Okay, photo industry, insurance, classroom communication, stock exchanges. Okay, sharing mathematics videos. Okay, making geometry using K. Yes, by using Zoom. Yes, use Zoom for teaching as platform. Use of science, automobile. Okay, Google Pay in banking. Yes. Yes, these are some really good examples of ICT usage. Using different apps for related subjects. Okay, OTT. Yeah, Vijay Kumar says OTT. Yes. Abstract. Yes. Okay, great. So moving on. Over to you, Vignesh.
Yeah, hi. So thank you everyone for this wonderful responses. So we also do have a discussion tab in the TISEX portal as well, where we have asked certain discussion topics. We have added certain topics, and one of the topics is this: that how do you use ICT in day-to-day life? So you can discuss on the TISEX portal the same thing which we are doing right now as well. So that was pretty much everything about the introduction and stuff like that. So let us move into something which is a bit technical and it's easy. It's something like everyone would have come across. So this is word processor and text file format. So our first activity ORA is based on this particular thing. So we do know that when we open a text editor on your phone or on a PC, most of you will be acquainted with words such as Notepad, right? Notepad. So whenever you type in Notepad and you save something, it gets saved in a .txt file, which stands for plain text file, as you can see in the slide. So similarly, there are various types of file formats which I think we needs to be aware of. The ones we use, such as Google Docs, the one we known as everyone knows as Microsoft Word. So that saves the file as .doc, .doc and .docx. So when you see a file ending with so a name.doc or docx, we can say that it's a Microsoft Word file. So similarly, there is one for Open Office Writer document file ODT. So this is ODT is aware of it will be for people who are using other operating systems apart from Windows. So we pretty much know about what a PDF is. So has anyone of us has checked what the extension is? So if you would check it, it would be the file name .pdf. So similarly, there are other things such as .ppt as well. So our first activity in the course is based on this. So we have given you a certain assigned task you need to do on a text editor. So you need to do it and save the file as a text format or a PDF, and then upload the file, and that stands for 5 marks. Yeah. So this is related to the first assignment. Not assignment. You would say activity.
Vignesh, are you sharing the screen? I see the usage of ICT in e-commerce as the screen put up.
No, actually, yeah, I'm sharing the screen with no, and the file thing is on the screen.
Oh,
I think.
okay, maybe my internet connection. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so that was pretty much about word processors. So I would now like to know from you what all text file formats have you come across? Not just text file, even media like MP4, .mp4. So if you can just name some of the formats you have come across, that I would like to extend to everyone as well. Yeah, so Mahesh had said it's a portable document format. So yeah, so that stands for PDF. So has anyone else heard of, file types? Yeah, Srinivas Reddy says JPG. Yeah, so JPG is the one which we use to save images as spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is not a file type. If you a spreadsheet or Excel sheet, if you use spreadsheet or Excel sheet, the file is saved as XLS or XLX, like Shiva Kumar has said. Even BMP is a type of bitmap image. It's a image file alum, right? So that's a good example. So one of Mahesh Chandra also says .exe. So .exe stands for executable file. So those are the ones which you will find mostly in Windows. The first answer I got was ext. So ext stands for extended file system, and it is again OS dependent, and it's only for Linux machines. WPS, right? WPS is also it's a it's like Microsoft Word. It's a service which you can use to make certain different types of file types. MPEG also is a good example. MPEG, JPG. So yeah, MPEG. These are all image file formats. So there's 3GP, right? There's an videos. That's for videos. There's an MP3 as well, MP4. So yeah, so these are some of the file extensions which we use in our day-to-day life and which you are not aware of. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. So I would like to say that we'll have an assignment. It's an open response assignment. So you need to, open the portal and then you need to open a text editor. I would prefer you use, uh, a tools such as Notepad or something which you have used before. Else, you can use anything and you just need to save the file with the extension as mentioned in the topic, and then you can upload it. I think that stands for 5 marks. So I think that's the end of the session here. So moving on, does anyone have any questions they would like to ask regarding today's session? If there are any doubts and stuff like that, you'd like to clear them. Any questions from today's session? If you have not understood and you need clearance, you can ask us.
Some people are raising their hands.
Yes, Hari Krishna, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. What is the difference between the extension, file extensions, PPT, and rich text, latex text? When we save one type of a document in another extension, what will happen, and what is the major difference between the extensions?
So I would say the major differences is some extensions are operating system dependent. So some will work properly on Windows, and some would not work properly on Linux. Also, like I told you, Microsoft Word, so they always save it as doc, and if you use WPS, they'll go to docx and stuff like that. So it's like OS dependent, I would say. I hope your doubt is clear, is it?
Vignesh, you also asked, what if I save one file type using another file type's extension?
Yeah, so if you try to save, a doc file as a PDF, so you will get certain issues like formatting. So if you have made certain tables in the doc file and while it's renamed as a PDF manually, you would get some issues with the formatting. But you can do the same using external tools such as PDF to Word or doc to PDF converter or tools like that. I hope that answers your questions.
So I think one of the simple thing I just thought of, like currently what is happening, like most of us as a facilitator, we are not much familiar with the Telugu language. Sorry for that, but we are also trying to pick up the words. So I was just thinking about, like, why do different files have different formats, extensions? So similarly, like currently we are asking Karthik or our colleagues in like to translate what we are speaking, or whatever questions if you are asking in Telugu, to translate it in English, and then so that we understand. So similarly, the file formats and the applications that are preparing those files are sort of on the same track. So if we are speaking in English, and if there is a problem, or if you are speaking in Telugu and we want to understand, then we are asking or taking help of Karthik to translate in between. So Karthik understands both the language. So similarly, when we change the extension of the file, so the application with which we are opening the file should also be able to interpret and understand the structure and the format and the syntax that the file is following. If that is not the case, then we use the converters or the translators, like how the which that application understands the both formats and the structures. So for example, if I'm converting uh, a txt file into a pdf file, or a pdf file back to the txt file, then the text editor will not be able to open the pdf file, because there is a different packaging and structure getting used uh, by the PDF formatting software, whereas the text editor is using a different mechanism to do that. So in such cases, we use some translators or the applications which understands both TXT format as well as the PDF format. So I think this is a kind of I think a question that sir was asking. So this is a just an example that I just thought like I can give as a live example that I just come across.
Yeah, that was good, Satish. That was useful. సార్ మ్యామ్ ఇప్పుడు మీకు మీరు డౌట్స్ కానివ్వండి, ఎటువంటి డిస్కషన్ పాయింట్స్ కానివ్వండి, మీరు రైజ్ చేయగలరు. బ్రాడ్ గా మనకి ఈ సెషన్ లో కవర్ అయిన టాపిక్స్ ఏంటి అనేది చూసుకుంటే, మనము బ్రాడ్ గా ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఐసిటి అంటే ఏంటి, దాంట్లో ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి, కమ్యూనికేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి, టెక్నాలజీ అంటే ఏంటి, దాంట్లో వేరియస్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అనేవి చూసాము. ఐసిటి ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లో వచ్చేటప్పటికి మీరు ఎటువంటి టెక్నాలజీస్ ఆల్రెడీ ఎంప్లాయ్ చేస్తున్నారు, అవి మీరు చాలా మంచి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ కూడా చాలా మంది టీచర్స్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. దాని తర్వాత మనము ఈ చర్చలన్నీ మాట్లాడుకున్న తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఫైల్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ గురించి మనం ఇందాక మాట్లాడుకున్నాము. విఘ్నేష్ మనకి డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫైల్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ గురించి కూడా చెప్పారు. సో ఇప్పుడు సతీష్ గారు అనేది ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లాగైతే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక లాంగ్వేజ్ నుంచి ఇంకో లాంగ్వేజ్ అనువాదం చేస్తాము, అట్లాగే ఈ ఫైల్స్ అనేవి కూడా మన సిస్టమ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ఒక టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ లో ఉంటాయి. ఆ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ కాకుండా వేరే ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ లో ఇస్తే, మీరు ఇప్పుడు తెలుగు రాని వాళ్ళకి తెలుగు మాట్లాడితే ఎట్లాగైతే వాళ్ళు తెలుగు అర్థం చేసుకోలేరో, అదే విధంగా ఈ అప్లికేషన్ అనేది మీరు దానికి కాన్ఫిగర్ అయి ఉన్న ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ టైప్ ఇవ్వకుండా వేరే టైప్ ఇస్తే అది అర్థం చేసుకోలేదు. కావున మనకి ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ అనేవి అంటే ఎందువలన ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనే దాని మీద సతేజ్ గారు ఈ యొక్క ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనకి ఇచ్చారు. దాంతో పాటు వారు ఇంకోటి కూడా మనకి తెలియజేసింది ఏంటి అంటే, ఒక ఫైల్ టైప్ నుంచి ఇంకో ఫైల్ టైప్ కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకునేడానికి కూడా మనకి ఇవాళ ఆన్లైన్ లో టూల్స్ కూడా అవైలబుల్ గా ఉన్నాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నేను ఒక వర్డ్ ఫైల్ ని పీడిఎఫ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయగలను, అదే విధంగా ఒక పీడిఎఫ్ ఫైల్ ని వర్డ్ లో మళ్ళీ కన్వర్ట్ చేయగలను. ఇది మనం చాలా మటుకు మనం అందరం కూడా వాడుంటాము, ఎందుకంటే పీడిఎఫ్ లో మనకి అది కాపీ కానివ్వండి, పేస్ట్ కానివ్వండి, ఎడిట్ కానివ్వండి చేసుకోవడానికి ఆస్కారం ఉండదు. కాబట్టి దాన్ని వర్డ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటే మళ్ళీ అది ఎడిటబుల్ ఫార్మాట్ లో వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి మనం పీడిఎఫ్ ని వర్డ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంటాము జనరల్ గా. సో మా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటి అంటే, సెషన్ మోడరేటర్స్ కూడా అదే మీతో అడుగుతున్నారు, ఈ చర్చని ఇంకా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి మీకు ఎటువంటి డౌట్స్ కానివ్వండి, ఎనీ అదర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దట్ యు వాంట్ టు ప్రొవైడ్, యువర్ the floor is open. You are requested to let us know if there is anything you want the moderators to clarify.
Sir. మనకి ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం జరుగుతున్నదో సార్
ఆ,
అది ఒక ప్రింటెడ్ ఫామ్ లో కానీ ఇస్తే బాగుంటుందేమో. ఎందుకంటే సార్ స్క్రీన్ అనేది చాలాసేపటి వరకు ఉండదు కదా, ఈ నోట్స్ రాసుకోవడము కష్టము.
ఆ,
తర్వాత ఒకసారి
ఉమ్,
చెప్పినటువంటి విషయం మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేసుకోవడం అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ మీటింగ్ అయిన తర్వాత పాసిబుల్ కాదు. దానికోసం
ఉమ్.
it will be more better if the matter is provided in the form of a text or any file.
Yeah.
Module also, sir.
దానికి సార్ దానికి ఆల్రెడీ యూట్యూబ్ స్ట్రీమింగ్ ఉందండి దీంట్లో. మీకు ఈ సెషన్ అయిపోయాక కూడా మీరు మళ్ళీ ఈ సెషన్ ఒకవేళ వినాలి అనుకుంటే మీరు యూట్యూబ్ లో వెళ్ళి చూడగలరు.
చూడవచ్చు సార్. కానీ ఇప్పుడు స్లైడ్స్ ఏవైతే చూపిస్తున్నారో వాటిని ప్రింట్ ఫామ్ లో తీసుకుంటే మనం మళ్ళీ మొబైల్ కానీ యూట్యూబ్ కానీ కాంటాక్ట్ కాకుండా డైరెక్ట్ పేపర్ లో కూడా చూసుకుంటూ మనము రికాల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా అనేటువంటిది నా ఉద్దేశం.
రైట్. సో Satej, Vignesh, Shivani, what sir is asking is that if the content can be shared, the slides can be shared
in the form of text or photos to be possible to be printed, sir. If you are not providing in the form of printed notes, we can also get them printed at our printers.
Yeah, so we can provide the presentation slides on the Telegram group.
Yeah, sir.
But sir,
yesterday also I requested so many times, but nobody responded, sir. But
so yesterday
if
also,
such link.
Yesterday also we mentioned the same thing. Slides.
One message. I got one message. I got one message yesterday clarifying that such module will be provided in online system or something. I tried to download that file, but it was impossible for me.
Okay.
And today also TISEX, in the beginning, TISEX app can be, you said TISEX app can be downloaded through Play Store. Then I tried to download it through Play Store, but I failed, sir. TISEX app I could not see in that Play Store, sir.
Okay. So I have shared the link on the chat, and also I will put the link on the Telegram group as well.
Sir.
You can use that to download the TISEX app.
Sir.
Once you download and log into the app, then you will get the course content readily accessible in the app.
All right, sir. A lot of thanks, sir. But if it is possible, please see if it is possible to provide the text notes in the form of text, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, but sir, just to again clarify this, so we will provide slides on the group, and course content is available on the app and web version. So, and we have to go through the course, and there are interactive parts and videos and resources that are present in the course. So unless that gets accessed through the platform, that will not make really good understanding and the flow. And also there are assessments that are part of the course. So like at any point you need to go back to the course. So it will be good to make use of the platform and the course.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. But thank you, sir, for raising the concern again and again till you get the answers. This is what we really want. And Karthik, I really want to mention this. There are really good questions and responses which are coming, and this really helps us to get more and more active and get more and more resources, concepts, and make session more and more interactive.
Right.
Yeah, so this is really going good. Yeah,
right.
Thank you all the teachers and course facilitators as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Satej, Shivani, Vignesh.
I think there's a
Somebody was saying something.
There is a doubt.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, good afternoon. చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు సార్ అన్నారు కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే అవి ప్రింటెడ్ కాకుండా కనీసం పీడిఎఫ్ ఫార్మాట్ లో నిన్న మన గ్రూప్ లో కానీ పెట్టినట్లయితే ఇది కన్వర్ట్ చేసి
పెడతారు అని చెప్పారు. పెడతారండి, పెడతారు.
అదే ఓకే సార్. ఇంకొకటి అయితే నేను సార్తో మాట్లాడతాను. అదే ఇప్పుడు లాస్ట్ నిన్నటిది ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ గురించి క్రెడెన్షియల్ సార్తో మాట్లాడతాను.
అలాగే మాట్లాడండి.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah, and Karthik, can we just get the understanding that all of the participants started taking the course, looked at the course overflow, and they can start using the discussion forum on the course platform?
సో ఇప్పుడు ఇవాళ సెషన్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళల్లో ఎవరైనా టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ కి వెళ్ళి అది ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, దాంట్లో ఏమేమి ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, ట్యాబ్స్ ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి, అదేమైనా చూడగలిగారండి?
Yeah, this needs to be like clear because these sessions are actually around the course that is getting provided on the platform. So the main activity is actually taking the course, and while taking the course, if you have doubts or anything, then you bring those things in the sessions.
సో ఒక ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ సతీష్ గారు మనకి తెలియజేస్తుంది ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చేస్తున్నది ఒక కోర్స్. ఆ కోర్స్ లో ఈ ఆన్లైన్ సెషన్స్ అనేది ఒక చిన్న భాగం అంతే. బట్ మేజర్ గా మనకి మీరు ఆ టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో వెళ్ళి మీకు అక్కడ ఉన్న యాక్టివిటీస్ కానివ్వండి, డిస్కషన్ ఫోరమ్స్ కానివ్వండి, అదే విధంగా మన టెలిగ్రామ్ గ్రూప్స్ లో కూడా మీరు యాక్టివ్ గా డిస్కషన్ లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసి, అంటే లెర్నింగ్ అనేది మనకి ఆన్లైన్ సెషన్స్ ద్వారా కొంతవరకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది తెలిసి వస్తుంది. కానీ దాన్ని ఇంకా మనం ఇంకా ఆప్టిమల్ గా సక్రమంగా యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే మీరు కొంతవరకు దాని మీద టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో ఉన్న రిసోర్సెస్ ని మీరు ఒకసారి గో త్రూ అయ్యి మరుసటి రోజు సెషన్ కి వచ్చి దాంట్లో ప్రశ్నలు అడిగితే యాక్చువల్ గా మనకి సెషన్ లో ఉన్న ఆప్టిమల్ యూటిలైజేషన్ అనేది అప్పుడు మనకు వస్తుంది. సో వారు చెప్తుంది ఏంటి అంటే, కేవలం ఈ సెషన్ అటెండ్ అవ్వడం కాదు, మీరు కోర్స్ చేస్తున్నారు, దానికి ఆ టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో ఉన్న రిసోర్సెస్ అన్నిటిని కూడా వాడడం అనేది ఎంతో ముఖ్యమని మనకి చెప్తున్నారు. సో ఒకవేళ మీరు టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఇంకా వెళ్ళకపోయినలో దయచేసి ఇవాళ దాన్ని ఖచ్చితంగా విజిట్ చేయండి. విజిట్ చేసి దాన్ని ఫెమిలియరైజ్ అవ్వండి, దాంట్లో ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి అని. ఇవాళ హలో హలో
Yes, Karthik, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think I have conveyed, Satish, I have conveyed your message. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So I've just told them that so some participants have already familiarized themselves.
Right.
I have informed that in case some of them have not yet visited, they may please visit today and check out all the resources there.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. So I think I'm done from my side. If Vignesh, Shivani, Sadakat, Karthik, or Raju, Arshad, Ramnakar, if you want to.
I'm done too, Satish.
స్మాల్ రిక్వెస్ట్, టీచర్స్ మనకు రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంకో 10 టీచర్స్ దాకా అటెండెన్స్ ఫిల్ చేయలేరు సార్. ఒక్కసారి ఎవరైతే ఫిల్ చేయలేరో వాళ్ళు ఒక్కసారి ఫిల్ చేయండి సార్.
సో మన ఈ కోర్స్ లో మన ఫోకస్ యాక్చువల్ గా మనం నేర్చుకునే దాని మీద పెట్టుకుందామండి. అటెండెన్స్ పదే పదే రిమైండ్ చేసే అవసరం లేకుండా మనవి ఏంటి అంటే, దయచేసి మీరు అటెండ్ అవుతున్నారు కాబట్టి అటెండెన్స్ ఫామ్ రిమైండర్ లేకుండా మీరే ఫిల్ చేసేయండి. సో దట్ అటెండెన్స్ రిమైండర్స్ లో మనం టైం అనవసరంగా మనము దాని మీద టైం స్పెండ్ చేసే అవసరం లేకుండా చెప్తున్నాను. Raju, Ramesh, anything you want to tell the participants? Ramnakar, Arshad, Swami.
ఎస్ సార్ సార్ ఒకటి ఒకసారి పెట్టాడు నాట్ ఎన్రోల్డ్ ఎట్ ఎనీ కోర్స్ అని వస్తుందని పెట్టాడు. అది ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి మనం ఎప్పుడైతే మనం గూగుల్ ఫామ్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ కోసం పంపించామో అప్పుడు ఇచ్చిన ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి తోటి లాగిన్ అయితేనే ఆ కోర్సు కనపడుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఆ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి మన టెక్ టీం వాళ్ళు ఎన్రోల్మెంట్ చేశారు. సో అది ఒకటి చెక్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పాను సార్.
ఇన్ కేస్ ఒకసారి చెక్ చేసుకోండి సార్, లేకపోతే ఒకసారి గ్రూప్ లో రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి, మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి పెట్టి ఆ టెక్ టీం వాళ్ళు చెక్ చేస్తారు మెయిల్ ఐడి ఎన్రోల్ అయిందా లేదా. ఇన్ కేస్ కాకపోతే మళ్ళీ యాడ్ చేస్తారు.
సో మనకి కోర్స్ మొత్తం మీద అండి మీరు ఏ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడితో ఎన్రోల్ అయ్యారో దాంట్లోనే మీకు టీసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ కానివ్వండి, దాని యాక్సెస్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ అనేది మీరు ఎన్రోల్ చేసిన క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ తోనే అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఐ థింక్ మీకు ఫర్దర్ గా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కోఆర్డినేటర్స్ నంబర్స్ మీ దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. మనకి టెలిగ్రామ్ గ్రూప్ కూడా ఉన్నది, దాంట్లో కూడా మీరు గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ కూడా మీ డౌట్స్ కానివ్వండి, డిస్కషన్ పాయింట్స్ కానివ్వండి, ఇష్యూస్ కానివ్వండి మీరు రైజ్ చేయగలరు. So I think Satej, are we done? I think from the field also, I think that we are done here.
Yes, we are done then.
Okay.
Close today's session.
Okay.
Yes.
So
thank you so much to all of.
Yeah, thank you, Satej, Shivani, and Vignesh, and sir, ma'am, thank you all of you for participating in today's session.
Yeah, all of you, thank you again. So అందరూ టిసెక్స్ అప్లికేషన్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసి ఒకసారి ఆ కోర్సు ఒకసారి చూస్తే మీకు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ డౌట్స్ వస్తాయి అని మన డిస్కషన్స్లో ఫెసిలిటేటర్స్ అంటున్నారు. సో ఫస్ట్ మీరు కోర్సులోకి ఎంటర్ అవ్వండి. కోర్సులోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతా ఉంటే మీకు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ డౌట్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి వీ కెన్ క్లారిఫై మోర్ డౌట్స్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
హలో
ఎస్ సార్ ప్లీజ్.
సార్ అది ఇప్పుడు టిసెక్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో మన స్టార్టింగ్ లో ఇచ్చారు 2016-17లో అప్పుడు లాగిన్ అయినటువంటి కోర్సులో నా కోర్సు కనిపించట్లేదండి. ఇప్పుడు అదే క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ తో ఉన్నాను నేను.
ఎస్ సార్ అంటే మీరు రీసెంట్ గా క్లిక్స్ టీమ్ షేర్ చేసిన ఏదైతే రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ లింక్ ఉంటుందో ఫామ్ లో రిజిస్టర్ అయ్యారు కదా సార్,
ఎప్పుడు సార్
యాక్సెస్ ఇచ్చారన్నట్టు క్రెడెన్షియల్స్. సో మీరు అప్పుడు మెయిల్ ఇప్పుడు యూజ్ చేసిన మెయిల్ వేరే ఉంటుంది సార్, ఒక్కసారి చెక్ చేసుకోండి. అది
ఒకటే మెయిల్ సార్, సేమ్ మెయిల్, సేమ్ నాకు ఆల్రెడీ ఇంత ముందుకు ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఐసిటి ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఉండే, ఇప్పుడు అందులో నాకు కోర్సు కనిపించట్లేదు. ఒక్కసారి నిత్య
ఎస్ సార్ మీరు ఒకసారి మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి అండ్ మీ నేమ్, మీ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ నేమ్ ఒకసారి టెలిగ్రామ్ గ్రూప్ లో పుష్ చేయండి సార్. వీ కెన్ క్రాస్ చెక్ అండ్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు యూ.
ఓకే సార్,
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you everyone.